Friends, welcome back to Dirty Politics, the only channel where world powers mess up and we politely laugh through the potential apocalypse. Now, today's episode features all your favorite elements: America playing global policeman, Iran is mysterious and very, very underground, Donald Trump having an emotional meltdown, and oh yeah, 400 kilograms of enriched uranium that seems to have disappeared like your gym motivation after January. This isn't a movie. This isn't fiction. This is real-world geopolitical drama, where billions of dollars, international tensions, and stealth bombers collide and possibly miss. So, let's unpack how America tried to bomb Iran's nuclear program into oblivion, and might have just scratched the paint. Let's set the scene. June 20th to 21st, 2025. While the world slept, America flexed hard. The Pentagon rolled out the B-2 Spirit bomber, which looks like something Batman would build if he was funded by the military-industrial complex. And inside those sleek wings, the GBU-57A/B, also known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, basically a bomb designed to say, knock knock, to whatever is hiding beneath a mountain. Each of these bombs weighs 30,000 pounds. Yes, 30,000 pounds. And is made specifically to go deep underground, explode, and destroy hardened nuclear facilities. A single hit is supposed to shatter concrete, steel, and any dreams of uranium enrichment. And the targets: Isfahan, Natanz, and the ultimate boss level, Fordow. Especially Fordow, which is buried so deep underground, it's practically on a Zoom call with the Earth's core. The goal: cripple Iran's nuclear capabilities so badly that their program would be set back by years, ideally without putting boots on the ground. The U.S. declared the operation a massive success. But then CNN came in like that kid in class who says, actually, the homework wasn't that hard. According to early U.S. intelligence assessments leaked to CNN and later picked up by multiple outlets, the story was not as victorious as Washington made it seem. The intel said, while the bombing did damage some entrances and above-ground support structures, the core enrichment areas deep underground at Fordow remain largely intact. Wait, what? Yep. Imagine throwing a grenade at a bank vault and only blowing up the welcome mat. Fordow wasn't just protected by concrete, it's buried deep beneath rock, shielded by multiple entry points, tunnels, and even anti-air systems. The facility is essentially a nuclear hobbit hole, and America's billion-dollar bombs may have stopped at the front porch. Now this is where it gets juicy. Let's talk about the 400 kilograms of enriched uranium. That's not a typo. 400 kilograms. Enough to make roughly 10 nuclear weapons, depending on enrichment levels. Just before the bombing, satellite images revealed something odd at the Fordow facility. Lots of trucks, equipment, and containers being moved around. Not just spring cleaning. We're talking full-scale, let's hide the good china before the relatives come over levels of movement. So now the big question: where is the uranium? Best guess? Iran saw the writing on the wall, or maybe the drones in the sky, and moved the uranium to another location, maybe deeper underground, maybe to another facility, maybe to Syria. Just kidding, I hope. But here's the scary part. With existing underground infrastructure, Iran could resume its program in weeks, not years. Let that sink in. America bombed 3 sites, dropped multi-ton bunker busters, and Iran might be back in business by next month. So what does Donald Trump think about all this? Well, predictably, he called the CNN report fake news. Faster than you can say, classified documents in my bathroom. He doubled down, claiming this was the most successful military strike in history, and blamed the media, the deep state, and probably even wind turbines for undermining American greatness. What we did in 48 hours, Obama couldn't do in 8 years. CNN is the enemy of the people. This is propaganda to help Iran. Yes, thank you, Donald. He also accused the intelligence community of leaking false data and trying to tarnish America's biggest military victory since, well, whatever his last speech said. Meanwhile, his defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, said, the tunnels have collapsed. The centrifuges are destroyed. It's over for Iran. But behind the scenes, Pentagon insiders are not so sure. They admit that the core structures at Fordow might have survived. Meaning, Iran's nuclear program is down, but not out. Let's take a minute to appreciate just how impossible Fordow is to destroy. It's not just underground, it's inside a mountain. Over 75 meters of solid rock. That's like hiding your PlayStation inside a boulder and hoping your younger sibling never finds it. Only this time, the PlayStation can end cities. Even the GBU-57, designed for this exact kind of job, has limits. Military experts say if you really want to destroy Fordow, you need either a direct ground invasion or, well, something way more powerful. And let's be honest, nobody wants to invade Iran on foot. The last time someone tried that in the Middle East, it didn't go well. Iraq, Afghanistan. Now, here's another juicy detail. If the bombing was as destructive as Trump claims, we'd expect to see radiation leakage. But according to international monitoring, nothing, not a peep, no spike in radiation levels, no satellite-detected fallout, no glowing goats, just silence. Which further supports the idea that the core uranium storage and centrifuge halls were untouched or have been transferred. So, what does all this mean? Iran likely has most of its enriched uranium still safe. The centrifuges may be fully functional or repairable. The global narrative of Iran's nuclear program has been destroyed is crumbling faster than Twitter's user trust. Experts now estimate that instead of setting Iran back by 2 to 3 years, the bombing may have only delayed their nuclear capability by 3 to 6 months. Think about it, that's barely enough time to finish your Netflix backlog. Worse still, Iran might now go darker, deeper, and even more secretive, developing nuclear weapons while the world thinks everything's been solved. So where are we now? A bombing raid that may have done more surface damage than real impact. 400 kilograms of enriched uranium gone like your New Year's resolution. A nuclear facility protected better than your Wi-Fi password. And a political battle back home where half the country believes CNN and the other half believes Trump is still president. Global politics, folks, always thrilling, slightly terrifying, and occasionally hilarious. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, do you think Iran really fooled everyone? And try not to start a nuclear war in the comment section.